Gold just printed a bullish candle, but this move could trap most traders before a major reversal or a breakout toward 5,000. Right now, smart money is already positioning, while retail is still reacting. In this breakdown, I'll show you what's really driving gold, where institutions are building exposure, and the key levels you need to watch this week. If you trade gold seriously, stay to the end. This is how you stay ahead of the move before it happens. Macro outlook: 3 key forces driving gold. Force number 1, US dollar dynamics, DXY. The US dollar remains the most important counterforce to gold. Understanding its next move is critical for gold traders. DXY technical breakdown. Starting with the weekly chart, DXY remains in a consolidation phase within the 96 to 100 range. Last week, it printed a strong bearish candle after failing to break above the 100 resistance level. For a meaningful recovery, the index likely needs more time to accumulate or a deeper corrective move to build momentum. On the daily chart, DXY has resumed its decline after closing below the MAC 20. Price is currently retesting a previous breakout zone, FVG area. It may consolidate above the 98 support and attempt a recovery. However, if 98 fails to hold, DXY could drop further toward the 97 to 97.6 support zone before stabilizing and rebounding. As long as DXY remains below 100, gold has room to push higher, but any sharp dollar rebound could trigger aggressive profit-taking in gold. Here's the catch: DXY's next move won't just impact gold, it could rewrite the short-term trading landscape entirely. The dollar is the battlefield where gold reacts first and everything else follows. Force number 2, geopolitical risks. While DXY drives short-term moves, geopolitical risks remain the deeper structural force supporting gold's long-term strength. Geopolitical tensions between the U.S. alliance and Israel against Iran have temporarily eased after both sides agreed to a 2-week ceasefire. However, the situation remains fragile and conflict could escalate any time. Meanwhile, Russia-Ukraine peace talks have shown some progress, but no agreement has been reached. Until a concrete resolution emerges, global uncertainty will likely continue supporting gold as a safe haven asset. This isn't just political noise, it's a clear escalation in global tension, and gold consistently reacts to these developments. Now, let's look behind the charts at institutional flows shaping gold's next move. Finally, institutional activity. This is where the real signal comes from. While retail traders often react to price, institutional flows tend to position ahead of major market shifts. SPDR Gold Trust added 1.5 tons last week, bringing total holdings to 1,052 tons. However, holdings have remained unchanged over the past 3 weeks, a clear sign that institutions are not aggressively accumulating at current levels. Instead, they are waiting for confirmation from both gold and the US dollar index before committing to larger positions. When capital of this magnitude moves, retail traders get trapped chasing momentum, while institutions have already built their positions ahead of the move. This rally isn't random, it's being driven by a rare alignment of dollar dynamics, geopolitical risk, and institutional positioning. Now, let's turn to the charts and see what gold is really telling us. Gold technical analysis. First, congratulations to everyone who followed last week's outlook and executed the buy around 4,600 and sell setups around the 4,850-4,800 level. Those positions are now delivering more than 5,000 pips so far. In earlier analyses, we also highlighted the key support around 4,100 well before the market reacted. Many of these high probability levels were shared earlier with traders in our private Telegram community before the market reacted. We also share intraday market updates and deeper breakdowns there. Let's break down the charts across multiple timeframes: weekly, daily, and H4. Step by step, here's what the market is really showing. Starting with the weekly chart. Gold continues to print bullish candles in line with our previous forecast. Price has closed above the weekly MAC 20 and remains within an ascending trend line. With DXY still unable to recover, gold is likely to continue pushing higher, potentially testing 4,900 to 5,000 resistance zone before a corrective move. That said, the strong rejection from the 5,000 level, combined with a descending trend line, suggests that gold may struggle to rally aggressively near this resistance. Based on the current structure, a stronger bullish continuation would likely require a deeper pullback toward the 4,400 to 4,500 support zone to form a bullish reversal pattern, inverse head and shoulders.
Shifting down to the daily, the clearest window into gold's next move. The market is trading within an ascending channel and currently consolidating between 4,700 and 4,800. Price has tested the 4,800 resistance multiple times, but has not yet managed to close above it. The 4,800 level is the key decision point. A clean breakout could trigger momentum toward 4,900 and 5,000. Failure to break it could lead to a liquidity sweep before a deeper correction. The most likely scenario is continued consolidation, followed by a breakout above 4,800, targeting 4,900 and potentially 5,000. Now let's move to the H4 chart, where things get even more interesting. On the H4 timeframe, price remains in a short-term uptrend with higher highs and lower lows. Price is currently ranging between 4,730 and 4,800 with no clear direction, largely waiting for signals from DXY. As DXY continues to weaken, gold is likely to maintain consolidation before breaking above 4,800 to test 4,850, 4,900, or potentially higher levels. This structure gives traders a clear multi-time frame view. The broader uptrend is starting to fade with increasing selling pressure and the DXY rebound acting as key drivers that could push gold into a deeper correction. Now here's the part most traders wait for, the exact levels I'm watching this week. Let's move into the trading plan for the week ahead. Trading plan, April 13 to 17, 2026. First sell zone, 4,930 to 5,000. Weekly resistance, round number, descending trend line, 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 5,002. Targets, 4,903 to 4,853 short, 4,703 to 4,603 mid, 4,503 to 4,303 long. Second sell zone, 4,840 to 4,900. Daily resistance, round number, 85% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,902. Targets, 4,803 to 4,753 short, 4,703 to 4,603 mid, 4,503 to 4,303 long. Pro tip, false breakout, wait for the retest, re-enter for clean profits. Remember, probabilities don't guarantee outcomes, but they keep us disciplined. Third sell zone, 4,770 to 4,800. Nearest H4 resistance, 80% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,802. Targets, 4,753 to 4,703 short, 4,603 to 4,503 mid, 4,403 to 4,303 long. First buy zone, 4,300 to 4,425. Weekly support, discount zone, round number, 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,287. Targets, 4,447 to 4,497 short, 4,507 to 4,597 mid, 4,607 to 4,997 long. Please note, the stop loss levels I mention are for reference only. You should always adjust them based on your own risk tolerance, market conditions, and capital management. Second buy zone, 4,500 to 4,625. Daily support, round number, 85% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,487. Targets, 4,647 to 4,697 short, 4,707 to 4,797 mid, 4,807 to 4,997 long. Third buy zone, 4,700 to 4,735. Nearest H4 support, round number, 80% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,487. Targets, 4,753 to 4,703 short, 4,603 to 4,503 mid, 4,403 to 4,303 long. Gold doesn't move randomly.
It moves where liquidity, macro pressure, and institutional capital align. Want to stay ahead of the move? Join our Telegram for real-time intraday updates and market direction. Trade with structure, trade with discipline. Master gold, master the market. See you in the next breakdown.